Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coin Z Collection, where we dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you're passionate about numismatics or just love the thrill of discovering hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today we're going to talk about one of the most legendary coins in South African numismatics, the 1994 5 Rand coin. And hold on to your seats because we're going to explore why this particular coin is valued at a jaw-dropping $6 million in certain rare cases. Trust me, this is one you do not want to miss, so let's dive right in. First things first, let's go back in time to 1994, an incredibly significant year for South Africa. It marked the end of apartheid and the dawn of a new democratic era under the leadership of Nelson Mandela. This was a year of monumental political change. And guess what? The South African Reserve Bank decided to commemorate this historical moment by minting a special edition 5 Rand coin. The coin features an iconic design that would forever symbolize the country's transition into freedom and unity. The obverse of the coin displays the beautiful, iconic springbok, South Africa's national symbol, leaping through the air, representing freedom and vitality. On the reverse, we see a powerful tribute to South Africa's first post-apartheid elections, the famous Nelson Mandela portrait alongside other significant symbols of national unity. The coin's intricate details make it not just a piece of currency, but a powerful representation of the country's new dawn. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. The springbok is depicted in its usual elegance, symbolizing the country's strength and freedom. The Nelson Mandela portrait, of course, is a powerful feature. It's no accident that this design is so rare and valuable today. Every small detail, from the engraving of Mandela's likeness to the text South Africa and the 5 Rand inscription, tells a story of resilience, courage, and hope. This coin is more than just currency. It's a collector's piece of South African heritage. Now, I know what you're thinking. A 5 Rand coin worth $6 million? That sounds crazy. But trust me, there's a reason behind this incredible value. Let me break it down for you. While most of the 1994 5 Rand coins are relatively common, there's a very rare and unique edition that has become an absolute gem for collectors. This edition was a misstruck coin, an error during the minting process that resulted in a few coins having double inscriptions or misplaced features. As a result, these coins are one of the most sought-after items in numismatics. Coins with these minting errors are extremely rare, and when they surface at auctions, they can fetch prices in the millions. So, while the regular 5 Rand coins are worth only a few dollars, these error coins are worth a fortune. In fact, one of these rare 1994 double-struck 5 Rand coins has been valued at an astonishing $6 million, an amount that's hard to believe, but it's true. These rare errors make this coin a true treasure. So, what does this mean for collectors? Well, for anyone who's just starting their coin collection journey, you want to pay attention to coins with historical significance and unique features. And coins with errors, like the 1994 5 Rand, should always be on your radar now. Don't go rushing to check your pocket change just yet. The 1994 5 Rand coins with errors are not easy to find. They are usually discovered in auctions or by seasoned collectors who know what to look for. However, finding one could be life-changing, and that's why the rare, misstruck 1994 5 Rand is considered an excellent investment for coin enthusiasts. The scarcity of these coins only adds to their value over time, making them highly desirable. Now that we know the importance of the 1994 5 Rand coin, how can you identify one of these error coins in your own collection? Let me show you what to look for. First, pay attention to the minting errors. If you see double inscriptions, misaligned designs, or even double dates, you might just have a rare one on your hands. Second, check the quality of the strike. A coin that wasn't struck properly can have a blurry or incomplete design. If you spot any of these mistakes, your coin could be worth far more than you expect. To put things into perspective, let me share some jaw-dropping examples of auction sales. One of the rarest 1994 5 Rand error coins was sold at a prestigious auction for over $6 million, setting a new record for modern South African coins. This just goes to show how valuable and historically significant rare coins can be. Auctions for rare coins like these are happening all over the world, and savvy collectors are bidding top dollar to add these treasures to their collections. To wrap up, the 1994 South Africa 5 Rand coin is much more than just a piece of currency and history. The 50-cent 2008 South African coin, a rarity that's worth an astounding $6.5 million. This particular coin has garnered international attention, not only for its striking beauty, but also for its immense value. But how did a 50-cent coin from South Africa come to be worth a jaw-dropping $6.5 million? That's what we're going to uncover in today's deep dive. Before we go any further, let's take a closer look at this coin itself. Produced in 2008, the 50-cent South African coin was part of a series that celebrated South Africa's rich heritage and history. But what makes this coin particularly valuable is not just its design. It's the story behind a very unique and rare variant that puts it at the center of attention today. South Africa has a long and rich history when it comes to coinage. The 50-cent coin, commonly used in circulation, features one of the most iconic images: the image of the springbok antelope, an emblematic symbol of the country. But unlike most coins that simply circulate as currency, some rare coins like this one have a story that makes them a true collector's item. In 2008, the 50-cent coin depicted the springbok, South Africa's national animal, but what truly set this coin apart was the intricate design on the reverse side. The reverse features a delicate depiction of the iconic springbok in mid-jump, symbolizing the beauty of South Africa's wildlife. But here's where things get exciting. While most of these coins were produced with the typical design, a very small number of 2008 50-cent coins were mistakenly minted with a flaw, one that went unnoticed until years later. This minting error was so rare that only a few coins exist in the world. It is believed that only 2 to 3 coins were produced with this error, which makes them some of the most sought-after collector's items in the world. Due to its rarity, this specific coin is valued at an unbelievable $6.5 million. Now, you might be wondering, how can a coin worth just 50 cents be valued at such an amount? Well, it's all about rarity, historical significance, and the mistake that made this coin stand out among millions. The coin's mint error is at the heart of its incredible value. Some speculate that it was a misalignment of the die during the minting process, while others believe it was an issue with the metal composition itself. Whatever the cause, what we know for sure is that only a very small handful of these coins exist, and finding one is like stumbling upon a hidden treasure. The coin's discovery was nothing short of groundbreaking for the world of numismatics. When it was first put up for auction, collectors were shocked at the bidding wars that ensued. With every passing bid, the price skyrocketed, and soon the value hit a staggering $6.5 million. It was a moment that would go down in coin collecting history. Why is it that people are willing to pay such an enormous amount for a coin like this? Well, coin collecting isn't just about having something rare. It's about owning a piece of history. A single coin can tell a story, carry a message, and sometimes even carry the legacy of an entire country or civilization. That's why collectors are willing to pay millions for a coin that's just worth 50 cents on the face. So, what lessons can we learn from this extraordinary coin? First and foremost, it teaches us that sometimes even the smallest things can have the greatest value. A simple coin, meant for everyday use, can one day hold unimaginable worth because of its rarity and significance. Maybe you have something rare in your own collection that you didn't even know about. Don't forget to check your old coins, especially those that were minted years ago. With the right knowledge, your collection might hold some hidden gems just waiting to be discovered. Thank you so much for joining me today on this journey through the history of the 50-cent 2008 South Africa coin. and the story top two. The coin 1993 South Africa 20-cent coin that's worth a staggering $3.5 million. Old coins have a special charm. They carry with them stories from the past, historical significance, and sometimes a jaw-dropping value. But what makes the 1993 South Africa 20-cent coin so special? Let's dive in. Before we get into the specifics of this rare coin, let me first explain why certain coins can be worth so much money. There are a few main factors that determine the value of old coins: rarity, demand, condition, and historical importance. And in the case of this 1993 20-cent coin, it's the rarity and the unique story behind it that has made it one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world. To fully understand the importance of this 20-cent coin, let's take a moment to look at the history of South African currency. In 1961, South Africa became a republic, and its currency was officially decimalized. The 20-cent coin was first introduced into circulation in 1961 as part of the new coinage system, designed to replace the old pound-based system. Throughout the decades, South African coins have undergone various design changes, but the 1993 series stands out for a very specific reason that you're about to find out. The 1993 20-cent coin was part of a regular issue of coins that year, minted at the South African Mint. The design featured a beautiful depiction of a protea flower, the national flower of South Africa, which symbolized the country's unique flora and cultural identity. This coin, however, had one very important flaw in its design that would lead it to become one of the most valuable coins in the world. You can see the protea flower design clearly here, but what many don't realize is that the majority of these coins were produced with a normal, correct design. However, a small batch of the 1993 coins were misstruck due to an error in the minting process. Here's where things get really interesting. In 1993, a small number of 20-cent coins were mistakenly produced with a misaligned reverse die, which led to an incorrect image being printed on the back of the coin. Instead of the intended protea flower, a different design, specifically an image of a springbok antelope, which was supposed to be used for the 1-cent coin, was struck on these rare 20-cent pieces. These misstruck coins were only discovered much later, and they are incredibly rare. In fact, only a handful are believed to exist. This mistake transformed what was once just another coin in circulation into one of the most highly coveted collectibles in the world. It wasn't until the mid-2000s that collectors started to realize how rare these misstruck 1993 20-cent coins were. As demand for these coins grew, their prices skyrocketed, and in 2017, one of these rare coins sold for a staggering $3.5 million at a private auction. Imagine having a coin worth over $3 million in your hand. It's mind-boggling, but what exactly makes it so valuable? It's the rarity of the minting error, the historical context, and the fact that only a few of these coins were ever made. So, what makes this coin worth $3.5 million? Well, let's break it down. First, it's the rarity of the error. Only a small number of these coins were made, and even fewer are still in good condition. Second, it's the demand. Numismatists and collectors are always on the lookout for rare, historically significant coins. And third, it's the historical context. The misstrike came at a time of major change in South Africa's currency system. The fact that it was a mistake during a crucial time in the history. Top 3. The 1978 South African 10-cent coin was part of the country's regular mint issues during the apartheid era, and back then, it wasn't anything special. In fact, it was just like any other coin circulating at the time. But as we all know in the world of numismatics, sometimes the smallest details can make all the difference to a first glance. This coin seems pretty standard. It features the iconic image of the springbok antelope, a symbol of South Africa, on the reverse side. On the obverse, you'll see the portrait of then President of South Africa, the face of the regime that issued the coin. The coin is made of copper nickel and has a diameter of 18.5 millimeters, weighing just 2.4 grams. However, here's where it gets interesting. In 2015, a rare, error-struck version of the 1978 South Africa 10-cent coin was discovered. This version was originally thought to be a mistake, or even a minting error. But it turned out to be much more significant than that. The story goes that only a small batch of these coins were made, and due to a unique flaw in the design, they became incredibly rare. Now, here's the thing that's shocking. One of these rare 1978 10-cent coins was sold at auction for a staggering $2.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. $2.5 million. That's what happens when rarity meets history, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for something that has become a symbol of numismatic history. Now, to understand why this particular coin became so valuable, we need to take a step back into history. The 1978 10-cent coin was produced during a politically and socially charged time in South Africa, under the regime of apartheid. The coin itself, in its regular form, represented the economic landscape of a country that was deeply divided. The error version, however, became a symbol of something far more unique. Coins that were produced during significant historical events tend to carry extra value because they reflect a moment in time. When a coin like this becomes rare, it serves as a tangible piece of history that collectors yearn to own. How did this coin go from a regular circulation piece to a multi-million-dollar treasure? It all comes down to the rarity of the error. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for minting mistakes, because these imperfections make the coin extremely unique. The 1978 South Africa 10-cent coin had a misalignment in its design, which caused one of the edges to be struck incorrectly. Now, a minting error like this might seem small, but in the world of numismatics, it's massive. Only a handful of these coins exist, and as time has passed, their rarity and value have only increased. Now, I want to ask you, could you have a 1978 South Africa 10-cent coin hidden in your collection right now? Or perhaps you've seen one at a flea market or in an old coin box. It's crazy to think that something so small could hold such immense value, but that's the magic of collecting. If you're new to the world of coin collecting or investing, don't get discouraged if you don't find $1 million coin right away. Every coin has a story to tell, and it's the thrill of the hunt that makes this hobby so much fun. Start looking for rare coins, pay attention to the details, and who knows, maybe you'll strike gold. That's it for today's video on the amazing 1978 South Africa 10-cent coin worth $2.5 million. I hope you enjoyed